It's now day number 3 as we are getting started to leave the Tim Hotel, which is just behind me here, to go to the Louvre, and it looks like we're going to be joined by a lot of other people. I don't know if they're going to the Louvre or not, but I wouldn't doubt that we'd see perhaps the people behind me in this bus. I believe it's an English tour group who's heading out there. So we are heading to the Louvre, going to the metro. Before that, we got to get a little bit of cash, and that means euros, of course, and then we'll be taking the metro over to the Louvre and some other museums as well in the afternoon. It's a beautiful sunny day, supposed to get up near about 70 degrees today, and I think even warmer tomorrow. So it's a great day for trekking around Paris. Within about 15 minutes, we're at the former palace, walking through Da Vinci's, Michelangelo's, Goya's, Raphael's, and countless others I should know about, but obviously need some help in discovering who they are, just because that art is fantastic. As you tour through the Louvre, history shows it's been a part of Paris for hundreds of years. In the 12th century, it was a defense and fortress for King Philip Auguste. Since then, it's expanded greatly to become the museum it is today. In 1527, Francois I decided to make it his home, and the chateau was expanded in the following generations. The long corridor was built in 1566 by Charles IX, with the Italian sculptor Bernini hired to work on the eastern wing in 1665. Well, apparently King Louis XIV didn't like the plans for the new entrance that Bernini had proposed, so he never got to build it. I guess it just shows no matter your talent, the king has the final say. Well, as Louis XIV left for Versailles, the work to the Louvre was halted, leaving some buildings without roofs, and were left to the elements for almost 100 years. In 1692, the palace became home to 2 art academies. That began the first exhibits at the Louvre, beginning in 1725. As construction resumed to finish the expanded structure, the Louvre became an even larger home for art. With the French Revolution in the late 1700s, art collections spread throughout the buildings. Since then, it's expanded to include other art forms in addition to the paintings that were filling the Louvre. Now, the beeline for many is a Mona Lisa, and I thought it was actually more interesting to see the people looking at the art from 20 feet away than trying to get my own picture of her. I can get a poster anyway from Amazon.com, right? The 190 BC Winged Victory, also there, along with what would be a comparatively new statue, by those standards, which is Venus de Milo. The Louvre was impacted by World War II as the museum's collections were removed except for the heaviest pieces that were protected with sandbags. And finally, the Glass Pyramid was inaugurated in 1989. In all, the Louvre is more than 652,000 square feet, with more than 35,000 art collections from the 6th century BC. And if you're wondering, the Mona Lisa is only 21 inches by 30 inches, and it's fitted with bulletproof glass after it was stolen in 1911.
Give me your description of the Louvre.
Well, you take the most awesome, imaginable room in the world, decorated from top to bottom with incredibly fantastic artwork, multiply it by 450, and you've got all of the rooms in the Louvre. And the Louvre, I guess, it still seems somewhat inadequate.
After spending the whole day at the Louvre, we still haven't seen it all. There's enough for at least a few more trips, but there's still enough daylight to take in a less hectic view of Paris. On the way out, we see a few statues in the park. Oh, look, it's a Rodin, or two, or three. All right, my mind is now officially fried, and there's still more to see in Paris.